All right, here we are. Welcome to the Skeptical Hippo Podcast, episode 30. At least I think it's episode 30. I'm starting to lose count. I should really keep up with this before I record. But today is June 22nd, 2020. I recorded a set at Laughing Skull yesterday. I was expecting to be getting this in about 7 days to 10 days because that's what they told me when I signed up. But apparently I have it now. So we're going to review this set really quick. This is my 5th time performing. So here's the thing. I want to be critical of it, but I don't want to be hypercritical because to be open, I've already viewed this a few times and I've got a lot of shit to say about it that I'm not necessarily thrilled about and things that I have to definitely improve on. But I don't want to be too hard on myself because I feel like I should also be proud for getting up there and doing this because it's not fucking easy. Seriously, it's not easy. But let's do this. Let's watch this.
Yeah, all right, a few more comments left. Let's get that clap going while we bring the next one to the stage. Start clapping right now for Frankie Caputo.
I don't know why nobody else is talking about this, but I think that the ChickfilA Cow is a real piece of shit. And you got some shitty people out there. You got people like Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin, Amber Heard. Then you got the ChickfilA Cow. This cow's on another level, man. This cow's whole existence is to promote the consumption of another species. And people are just cool with it. Like, it's just okay. I was at Chick-fil-A with my little sister the other day, and she saw the picture of the cow holding up that sign that says, "Eat more chicken." And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, he's so cute." No, actually, he's not cute. This is an evil cow. This cow is the bad guy in the movies. Eat more chicken? Seriously, guys? Do you guys know how many chicken die on a daily basis in the United States? 21,917,000 chicken every single day. That's not good enough for the Chick-fil-A Cow. Chick-fil-A Cow saw that number and said, double that shit.
Yep, so this joke gets over pretty well, thankfully. There's a bunch of things I can say about this, though. First thing that I can say is my stage presence. I'd like to get a little better there. I do a lot of, wobbling. I do a lot of penguin shit when I'm on stage, kind of like that. Definitely something to work on there. I also noticed that the very first fucking word that I said was get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on, man. I don't really think that I said too many times throughout the rest of the set, which if you look at my first set, which is on YouTube, it's so much worse. I said every other word, so, being mindful about that, getting a little better there, working out pretty well. That joke went over pretty well. The Amber Heard bit, cheap pop. Sorry, but I'm gonna do it. I was actually considering taking it out, and I had one of my friends, Dale, convince me to leave it in there. So I had to do 4 minutes here. I was expecting to do another whole joke, and it's a very good thing that I took out I had another whole long minute joke in there, and I thought I was gonna be able to fit it all in 4 minutes, and you'll see at the end of the video I ended up getting played off. So the set was over anyway. I timed it out pretty okay. But some of these laughing breaks, I didn't take into account how long these laughing breaks were going to be because I added one line to this. I added one line to this bit last night before I went up there, and that one line added a whole another 15 seconds to the whole set because the crowd was laughing, and I didn't want to cut off the laughter, so I added a whole another 15 seconds or so. But that line being, that's not good enough for ChickfilA Cow. Just one little line there, which got a whole pop, which leads me to wonder what other things I could be adding to the rest of the set that would get a positive reaction like that. So, yeah, trial and error. Let's see what else works. After this might be a little cringy. I apologize to anybody who gets cringed out. This might be a little cringy. This fucking Cardi B joke, man, did not land well. Let's check it out. I don't want to watch it again, but here we are.
I think that stupid people have stupid ringtones. I've never met somebody who had a stupid ringtone and thought to myself, that's somebody whose opinion I care about. Like, I know a guy whose ringtone is Gangnam Style, which is already bad enough as it is. But this guy's the stupidest man that I've ever met in my whole life. This guy is so dumb that he got super high off of mushrooms one day, went to Burger King, and got arrested at Burger King for public indecency. He thought that the guy working at Burger King was his doctor. Terrible shit. This is a man who shouldn't have all 27 amendments.
Lots of stuttering here.
So if I was the president of the United States, I would make stupid ringtones illegal. If you got a stupid ringtone, I'm taking away some of your rights. That's how I'm punishing you. I think it would help with crime, and I think it would make for some pretty hilarious conversations. So who are you voting for this year, man? I can't. Not allowed. Lost that right. Well, what could he possibly have done? Cardi B.
Okay, that was kind of brutal. Not gonna lie, watching back at that. This was the first time ever that me saying Cardi B did not get a pop. Ever. Dude, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I've only done this bit 2, 3, 4. I've only done this bit 3 times, but it got a pretty major pop, like up there with, you know, the ChickfilA Cow joke. It's always gotten a major pop, and then just it didn't go over at all here. Just complete silence, which just kind of caught me off guard, and I just kind of had to regather myself and continue going. But yeah, weird shit. So my hypothesis is that it didn't get a good pop because the audience was mostly like middle-aged white people, and they might just not know who Cardi B is. Like they might, like I got kind of a pop for when I said Gangnam Style earlier. So potentially they just don't know who Cardi B is, and that's why I didn't get a reaction there. So just something to keep into consideration, you know, when I say this joke again. There's a bunch of other things I can say here to get this joke better, and there's definitely a lot of working to do to make this joke hit harder. But I don't plan on taking this out of my routine the same way that I took out the lobster joke. So. Because I think that, you know, just because it didn't go over well here, it's gone over well 75% of the time. So, you know, kind of keep the demographic in mind when I'm performing. All right, let's move on. Last joke of the set. The usual closer.
I'm going to be a little vulnerable with you guys here. I'm going to tell you guys a true story. This is some real shit. I'm going to start this story off by saying that I do masturbate a lot. Thank you. I do it for you guys.
I'm gonna pause that real quick. I was pretty happy with that. I've never said that before. I've never improvised that before, but I just thought that ad lib kind of worked well in that situation, so I just went for it, and I got a few good pops there. So maybe I'll continue doing that kind of like crowd interaction in future sets. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it when the time limit is so tight, like how it was that night, but something that I want to keep doing. So, yeah. I rewinded a little bit. Let's go again.
You guys here, I'm going to tell you guys a true story. This is some real shit. I'm going to start this story off by saying that I do masturbate a lot. Thank you. I do it for you guys. But there was one point in my life where I was masturbating way too much. And it was really hard to stop, man. But in order to I told myself that I really had to stop.
Stuttering again.
So to motivate myself to do it less, I started watching self-help videos. Very first video that I watched said, if you can do something in 2 minutes or less, then you should just do that shit right away. That's exactly what I did.
All right, I'm going to stop this for a second. But that went over well really quick, but I couldn't help but look at this. I'm going to zoom. Look at this fucking shit. Look at my finger, dude. What's up? You know how many times I've gotten called out for my finger because this shit looks stupid? Look at that. Dude, I don't blame people for calling me out for talking shit about my finger. Look at it. It's all of my fingers too. It's like my middle finger, my thumb. They all do this thing where they bend. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Sorry, I couldn't help but to acknowledge that when I'm watching this. What is, dude, my genetics, man. I don't know what's going on there. All right, sorry. That was actually, yeah, I would call me out too if I saw that finger on somebody. Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's continue.
It right away. That's exactly what I did. I masturbated 72 times that day. So many times that I thought that I broke my penis. So I went over to the emergency room. The doctor said, "How can I help you today?" I said, "Hello there, doctor. Well, I think that I broke my penis. If you could help me out here, I'd really appreciate that." He said, "Sir, you're gonna have to put your dick away." I said, "Well, come on, doctor. My penis is broken. You're my doctor. Could you please help me?" He said, "Sir, please, I cannot help you. You must put your penis away." I said, "Fuck you, doctor. What's your name?" "Dr. Emond." "Fuck you, Dr. Emond. Like, please, help me with my dick, man." He said, "Motherfucker, this is Burger King. My name's Draymond."
Should just end it right there.
At that moment, I realized I was tripping on 10 grams of mushrooms.
I shouldn't even say anything else after that. I should just fucking call it.
My name's Frankie Caputo. Thank you, guys.
I like their sound selection. Okay, yeah. So I think I was the 6th comic to get played off that night. Hell yeah. It's all good though. Yeah. So shout out to Jack for helping me out with that Draymond bit. He told me that there should be something on the guy's name tag that makes me think that he's a doctor. And then the first thing, instantly when he said that, I thought of that Mitch Hedberg bit where he's got Dr. Acula, who sucks his blood, Dracula. And I was like, I could, do something there. And then I think I said Drew or something, and then I think he said Draymond. I was like, Draymond is perfect. We got to do Draymond. And finally, dude, you know how many times I perform? I talk like it's a lot of times. I've only performed 5 times, but I've performed that one bit 5 times for each of my sets. I've always performed that, and I never really got a big pop on that callback to Burger King. So I did a couple of things. The first thing that I did was I moved the initial Burger King bit to the joke previous to this. I used to open with it, and then now it's the joke right before, because it's in the ringtone joke. So I've moved that around, and the next thing I did was I fucking said Dr. Emond, because that's fucking hilarious, man. I'm very pleased with how that went over. That was the first time that callback went over well, and I'm happy that I continued trying it. And I was strongly considering not doing this callback at all for this set, but I've had too many people convince me that it's something worth doing, and then I should pursue getting that callback right. And the callback is certainly not right. I gotta get that ringtone joke better. I have to get the initial talking about the Burger King bit better, but I see some improvements there. So yeah, my biggest takeaways are I gotta chill with the waddling, like that. I'm not a penguin. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here and learn how to walk on the stage properly. But yeah, super happy. Yeah, I have other takeaways. So there's still a lot of garbage, a lot of fat inside of the jokes. I'm saying too many words. I can certainly do this without saying as many words as I'm saying. So how can I eliminate words and eliminate some of this fat so we can get into the nitty gritty and just get good joke after good joke and not have all of this stuff in the middle that doesn't need to be there. So yeah, biggest takeaways: get rid of some of the fat, work on the waddling. Seriously, gotta chill with that. Had a really fun time though. I have to go book myself again to go back there. It usually takes a couple of weeks, but I'll try to get back there in a couple of weeks from now, work on some new material that I have. And hell yeah. So yeah, that's my set. This has been Skeptical Hippo Podcast. I believe this is episode 30. And today is Wednesday, which means I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be back here on Friday. I think that I actually have a guest on Friday. I have a fellow stand-up comedian that I met over here in Atlanta. So fuck yeah. I still don't have an outro here, so let me just talk gibberish until I hit the stop recording button.